like they're going to have a huge advantage.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
So, yes.
Impressive.
And hitting some nice rails before he picks up heavy. Actually, another nice rail. He's dropping with shotgun and gets the frag, and we see a huge delay on heavy now. Alright, this from Hodge. He's laying the trap, and he's just destroyed with LG. And that's a quick 2 frag lead for Hodge. Oh, and nvidia coming in, taking that fight, but left with only 30 HP. Heavy is up, but as he rock jumps, he's going to lose a bit more. Yeah. In a fight breakout, neither player getting much damage. And great LG out of nvidia. Despite Hodge getting 50 HP in the fight, he's able to finish it with a fair bit of stack. But now he's in a bit of situation, he could lose out a heavy. Oh, but some amazing LG, and Hodge is just forced to back off. And Mega coming up for nvidia as well. He's in a great position. Yeah. And I mean, nvidia, he's got stack, he's got his charge up, he's sort of in the best position he can, but it is blood run, so Hodge is just going to be able to hide, slowly restack before coming in. Oh, good spam rocket. It'll be interesting to see here, is nvidia just going to be content with taking the items, or is he going to be trying to push into that nail gun room? See, Hodge is playing very quietly here, he doesn't have much stack. Looking for a rail, and what a rail from nvidia, and Hodge is just crippled for quite a while. And yeah, nvidia just commanding the situation right now. Yeah. It's a nice rail from Hodge, but that allows nvidia to take the armor. And oh, but another rail. Hodge might actually be a bit aggressive here. Another rail, and nvidia doesn't seem ready for these angles. And but even despite that damage, Hodge is still having to wait to stack up, waiting for that armor and nail gun room, as nvidia's picked up the both major items the last few rotations. Oh, and nice shot by nvidia to kill Hodge. And I think a bit too aggressive from Hodge. Well, doesn't have much stack like that. He's needs to do something more. He needs to try and win a major item, and we can see him fighting for this mega. Good LG from both players, but nvidia able to finish the kill. And yeah, despite some nice LG from Hodge, nvidia just had enough stack. He knew the time he had mega and was able to push in. Oh, great nail gun spam, a great tripod, and nvidia is so low. There's no way he can contest this heavy. And great read by Hodge to kill him through the teleporter.
It's just waiting for him to walk through the portal.
Yeah. And we don't have much time before Mega. And Hodge is actually backing off. He's given nvidia Mega for free, but nvidia hasn't noticed either. As Mega's both up, it's just going to come down to which player looks first. And it's going to be nvidia. Hodge, while he does have this high ground, he doesn't have an LG or a railgun, so it's going to be hard for him to contest. And I think he's mistimed this mega, and he might lose out on heavy here as well. Oh, the sight comes out at the wrong time, but he manages to get the kill with an amazing rocket after death. And Hodge able to pick up rockets, LG, and heavy just before mega. But it looks like he's going to be careful and not push in. He spotted the mega, just going for some spam. And he might be caught out from behind, and he is. Nice damage from nvidia, and an
Great
amazing
rail.
is probably death for Hodge. But Hodge, great rail from nvidia. But Hodge did get a fair bit of damage.
I do like these shotgun rails.
5-minute warning.
And another great rail. Yeah. And nvidia just sort of watching the angles. He's so consistent with his shots. But some nice spam from Hodge. And yeah, Hodge is just in... he has to escape. He's got no stack, he's still railable. Heavy's about spawning. He's just healing up on the blood pool, hoping nvidia leaves. And nvidia's just looking for Hodge, and he's actually lost out on Heavy. And he doesn't pick up rockets either, so a bit of a mistake there. And Hodge has gotten a bit of an into this map. And it looks like nvidia might lose out on Mega. And I mean, Hodge should spot Mega here. nvidia, he's wasted charge, but Hodge has not checked Mega. And great rail, and nvidia back in the advantage after that Mega in the rail. And this should be a kill for nvidia. Great rail to finish. Maybe not the optimal weapon choice, but if you hit the rail, it will kill.
Guarding the Heavy.
Yeah. And while it's a nice rail, it came before Hodge picked up Heavy, so it's removed his overstack, but hasn't done much more than that. And
he does, like, I do like his positioning. Like he does defend the choke points. Like, it's a good way to defend that mega health, but yeah, then pick it up.
Yeah, he just sort of forgot what he was defending. Hodge, with LG on LG, the scale bearer is at the disadvantage. Heavy up. And Hodge just looking for a rail. It should be his fight. And nvidia has to back off. This is Hodge's Heavy if he wants to go for it. And he hits the rail. It gives him Heavy. And if he's quick, he might be able to get Mega. And he's caught nvidia with no weapons. The charge comes out. Oh, the 4 damage shotgun, and nvidia able to survive. We got 3 frags, 3 minutes left, but at the rate this game is going, it's definitely doable. But what a rail from nvidia. Some nice nails, and yeah, Hodge with the shotgun, ready for it. We'll be able to pick up Heavy. Go for the health bubbles, which I like, but he might actually lose out on Heavy overall. But nvidia hasn't spotted Mega either. So we've seen a very unexpected trade of the items. And it's a nice LG from Hodge. He isn't able to stick the rail, and nvidia again looking like he's in a commanding position. Hodge with only this 100 stack, but that rail's gonna help him a lot. And he's just gotta run. But nvidia, what a rail from nvidia to get that angle.
Stopwatch.
And yeah, it's been back and forth for a while now, but nvidia's managed to hold those 2 frag lead. Nice nail gun from Hodge, but the LG from nvidia is better, and this is looking very difficult for Hodge.
Impressive.
Oh, great rail. And I mean, Hodge is just, with the time, he's just got to go for it, hope to make a play. As nvidia just has to play calmly, maybe plus back a bit, and doesn't need to take all the fights. This should allow Hodge to get Mega if he spots it, but with the time remaining on Blood Run, it's going to be pretty hard for Hodge to do anything. Yeah.
1 minute warning.
And yeah, nvidia's just been hitting great rails all night, all maps so far. And I think Hodge just hasn't been ready for a few of these angles. It was definitely a close map, probably a bit closer than the scores say, but nvidia looks like he's going to take it out. And yeah, Hodge calls the GG, and well played to nvidia for taking the first map. Yeah. But yeah, good showing from nvidia as he takes the first map in the series. And the next map we'll be moving on to is Vale, where we've got Hodge on Eisen and nvidia on Nyx. So very different champions from the first map. And I dare say Hodge has come a bit better out on picks for this. Unfortunately, Fuzzy just crashed earlier, so Rob, if you could send him an invite, that'd be great.
I am back for this. My computer was getting a bit too excited for these grand finals. It just couldn't go.
Let's see where you are. There you are. Okay. It happens.
But it does mean I get to jump in for the best map in this map pool, Vale. We all love it. Very much a love-hate relationship map, I feel. And as you say, two very different champions. Eisen v Nyx. Eisen, very good champ pick on this map. Allows you to get a lot of intel. Be able to hold that high ground easier. The Nyx, not as common, but could certainly allow for some interesting plays.
Yeah, it's definitely not your most correct map pick, but there are a few time shards in the rail room, and if you're gonna, there's definitely that plus back potential just waiting in rail room before you make something work. The problem is if Hodge gets a lead, it's gonna be quite hard for nvidia to get in, especially since it's quite a rocket heavy map.
Well, there is always the chance of the fun, aggressive invisors, which can potentially be used. Let's say a turret's causing problems, you can potentially use that, because that would be an insta-kill on a turret. But not saying I would condone doing that, but the option is there if need be.
Now I'm also the admin, right? So nothing is happening until I do something. Let's see.
Correct.
We're going to Vale of Pnath. Which server do we play on?
I believe all are on South servers, or Sydney servers.
South. Nice.
And seeing both of our players are ready to go, so let's kick us off on the second map. Can nvidia extend the lead 2-1, taking us to match point and a series point, or can Hodge even us up at 1-1?
Prepare to fight.
All right, let's start out on the Nyx here. See what sort of play nvidia's got for us.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
Seeing quite aggressive from the start, going for Throckmorton, and nvidia's actually gone straight for rail.
So this is a very unusual play, but
Yeah, and this should give Hodge Mega Air as well here, and I mean, while nvidia does have that railgun, I would much rather be Hodge in this situation.
especially with the stacks right now, Hodge getting that bit of damage off nvidia. 100 health and that's it. It gets the 50 shot here.
Yeah.
And we're going to see the fight immediately. Rail comes out, but the Invia's popped immediately. And nvidia still wants this, still going in aggressive.
Yeah. Well, after that, he's actually even up stacks a bit. Both players low, but nvidia able to just finish it off. And he should be able to get heavy here. But he's, even with heavy, he's so low, he can't really contest this Mega. And I mean, Hodge needs to just finish him here. Great frag for Hodge. And Hodge, tons of stack. He should be able to pick up rockets, giving him all the main free weapons here. He's a great situation.
So nvidia not really opting to go for any of the time shards in the rail room there.
Yeah.
Such an important ability for the Nyx to have up.
Yeah. I think what bigger issue is Hodge hasn't got rockets He's had a lot of time, but he's only got LG and rail to face it. But there's good positioning from Hodge, just rotating around that pillar, and he's cut nvidia off from Mega and full control going Hodge's way again. And he's got 15 seconds before heavy. This gives him time to hunt.
This turret should have given. Oh no, the invis comes out through the TP. That's
I think he heard the TP and probably a bit of confusion. But he spotted nvidia. Nice LG, stops him from getting heavy, and it should be a frag, but nice damage from nvidia. I wouldn't mind seeing a telly play from Hodge, and we might see it. Great play from Hodge to use that telly. And
learned from the best from neutrals, and he pulls out the shotty coming through, and
it would have been forward for gauntlet, but we'll let Hodge get away. And yeah, nvidia just been very aggressive, railgun only. And he's
I think nvidia's relying on that gun a little bit too much in some of these fights. Some of these fights where it's just a close range battle where LG is.
Oh, but Hodge has been a bit slow here and let nvidia get heavy. And but a lot of damage from Hodge there. Invis forced out. Hodge just in a great position for Mega. He does need to be careful watching of angles for rails. Oh, and he hasn't actually picked up heavy. But he's caught nvidia up the jump pad, and that's a death sentence. Going up that pad when someone's got LG there.
Yeah, that's really funny for him as well. It's especially on such a low stack with the Knicks. You get caught out in any other situation. Great direct rocket, and that's another frag there for Hodge. And Hodge taking us to a 4-1 lead right now, and he's just having such good control of these items. He can just rotate between them both, keeping a good stack up. And while nvidia does hit a rail here and there, just the damage he's put in between means nvidia's always sitting on a really low stack when it comes to fighting with one of these next major items.
This is a map Hodge is definitely confident on. He'd be expecting to win this, and he's been dominating so far.
Only a few seconds of this item up. He's got to get out here if he wants to try and test this, but the rockets from nvidia are so strong. But being forced off the pillar before the item comes up. Invis force, rockets are strong from Hodge, and nvidia still hanging around for this. This is really dangerous, and Hodge, great choice of weapons, understanding his opponent's stack really well.
A lot of damage from nvidia there, and Hodge has got a restack before showing it for Mega, and this could be nvidia's. But nvidia going for the attack instead. Some great LG and is able to finish it. Question is he going to be able to secure Mega?
And there's a really dangerous push there from nvidia though. If Hodge hits that first rail, nvidia's down to 20 HP, and then easy frag there for Hodge. But saying that, does get the frag, does get the Mega. Hodge gets the heavy.
Yeah. And nvidia make it beeline for rail, and he's got a lot of time, but it's that turret might give away some information. But it looks like he's quite slow to Mega. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to contest it at all. Instead, looks like he's going to defend heavy.
Well, so that turret would actually worked out quite well because it gave Hodge the info to know that he wasn't in a position where he could really contest the next item.
Oh, great upward rocket.
Aggressive Ghost Walk coming out, but doesn't know the timing on this item. Pushes him behind Hodge. Hodge not ready for it either though. The LG is strong, but not strong enough, and
no rockets for nvidia as he's forced to rail this turret, and it's going to give Hodge enough time to come through the TP to kill if he wants. But Hodge backing off, being careful, and I don't know if he realized exactly how low nvidia was.
I think maybe Hodge just didn't know the exact timing of that item, because if he knew the exact timing, he'd be pushing that, because nvidia was just camping on that and just praying to God that it would come up, and fortunately for his sake, that Hodge didn't play the aggressive style there.
And even after picking up both major items, he's still actually at a slight stack at a disadvantage versus Hodge, and Hodge now has the higher ground, has a turret at that teleporter, and I don't see nvidia getting this Mega.
Not after that first shot there, and Ghost Walk comes out. Interesting choice to use Ghost Walk there.
Yeah, neither
players fighting around the wrong item, and I think Hodge knows that. He's going to go back up and pick up this Mega. Not going to contest for the heavy though.
Yeah, I think Hodge had the opportunity to get that Mega, then attack heavy, but probably played a bit too defensively. Oh, nice upward rocket from nvidia as he's going for a rail through the gate. Great. Oh, this is a mistake, but Hodge hasn't noticed and got the pad. And it's a close fight. Hodge is able to win it.
The LG from Hodge, they're really good.
Yeah, and the turret.
Honestly, small things just like ammo. Checking out how much ammo you're on. There's a few times now nvidia's gone up for these fights when there's just no ammo. And therefore, Hodge has just been able to. Every time I look at Hodge, he's always got ammo for all his guns. He's ready to fight.
Yeah. But again, these items are quite close together, so no one can get full control. That spam rocket tells Hodge exactly where Nvidia is in a great rail, but a great rail to return for Nvidia, and suddenly Hodge crippled. Still railable. He needs to pick up a health bubble. And yeah, he was as impressed with that rail as we were. Oh, but I don't know, Hodge has played a bit too defensively and he's given up Mega, and it looks like he's going to give up Heavy as well. But no, Nvidia chasing, and Hodge just needs to check, and yep, he's able to get Heavy.
That was a mistake there for him, because time is starting to become into a factor. If he can just keep trading items now...
Yeah, I think Nvidia was trying to make a play work.
Great vertical rails here from Nvidia. Hodge is going to be really careful peeking over these ledges.
Yeah.
And... they've actually been out rockets themselves, so... Turret's there to back up, doing a bit of damage, and... Nvidia's going to jump off, but
the right choice.
No, he's got to be so careful. Oh, no shots come through the floor, and... Hodge securing the Mega, and he's going to be able to get Heavy here if he's quick.
He's a bit slow. I think he's just being a bit careful. I wouldn't mind seeing a rocket or tri-bolt spam here, but if he just jumps across, he's gonna... I was not expecting it direct from below, but even after that, he's still got a stack advantage.
He manages to get away, and he gets the high ground again, which is the important part here. So even after this, and Nvidia's low here.
And great rail to finish.
So Hodge is playing this map just really well. He's ensuring that he's the one always in this high ground advantage. And Nvidia, every single time they fight, we look again. Hodge is just standing above, and Nvidia's got to make that first push. Pushes through the teleporter.
Yeah.
Turret's there, and between the LG and the turret, makes quick work of that frag, and nice rail as well.
He's actually
it doesn't matter here that Nvidia's going to get that item, because he can just sort of fall back, stack up on these items. There's no time left, but it's a minute and a half to get 5 frags, tire up.
And like, Nvidia's hit some great shots, some great damage in fights, but Hodge's positioning, his item awareness has just been superior so far.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, a minute left, 5 frags. This isn't looking doable.
Hodge though still hasn't picked up rockets. He's had no rockets for a very long time now, and finally will get some. And this will allow him to play his defensive game, right? Like we saw how good he was doing defensively in his last set, and you know, his rockets were key to that.
And Nvidia too early to this item. Hodge, a lot of damage though, and Hodge is railable. He's got to be careful. The invis comes out, and after Swarmer, Hodge will be fine as he gets another kill to finish. Go to 9-3. And yeah, Nvidia calling the GG. Well played to both players, but Hodge looking a lot better on this map as he brings it to 1-1.
Yeah, no, well played to Hodge. He I think the biggest issue there for Nvidia was just couldn't do anything about Hodge's high ground positioning there. Every time there was a fight, Hodge was just holding that high ground, allowed him to rain down. Like, don't get me wrong, Nvidia was hitting some great rails from down beneath, but it's just not the position you want to be fighting from.
Yeah.
Hodge probably tried to take a few too many rail battles while holding high ground. Ideally, what he wanted to be doing is just spamming rockets, spamming tri-bolt. Even have his LG out, especially when trying to defend that heavy. But yeah, it's just so hard to make any plays from the low ground there. And as we saw from the scoreline in the end, 9-3. Hodge out with a commanding victory on that. And talking about the rail, we're moving on to CK now. So there'll be no more rail in play for this map.
Yeah. Both players, LG, were looking pretty good. And Nvidia does have that BJ, so he's able to use dual wield. But I reckon Hodge with the Death Knight could do really well if he plays defensively, forces Nvidia to chase him. The Flame Strike can do a lot of damage.
Flame Strike can also be good used to zone off here as well. So let's say he does hear the dual wield coming in, zone him off from wherever he's coming from. If he does push in, he's going to be taking that extra damage as well. Give you a chance to get away. Gives you the intel as well, right? So if he's trying to chase you with dual wield and he's burning behind you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, watching those last 2 maps, Nvidia's had a heavy reliance on Railgun. He's done really well with it, but that's not going to help him on this map at all.
Well, it's interesting because this is actually his map pick. So nvidia picked Zico.
Yeah.
So obviously confident without the rail. I did also just see Hodges pick Clutch for Awoken for the final map, so I really do hope we get to the 5th map. Hey, one, let's just get all the way through and let's get a second set. Everyone wants to see more Quake, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, after seeing that last map, I'm leaning towards Hodge. I reckon potentially edge this one out with the Death Knight.
Begins in 3, 2, 1.
We'll see what sort of damage nvidia can use with the dual wield. Anyway, let's see what Hodge can do here. He gets Mega Spawn, and typical start here. Going to grab LG, move it towards Rocket. We're not going to actually see that normal confrontation. We see nvidia. He really wants that LG, and he's actually going to forgo the rockets to go straight to that. Dual wields come out, flames don't come out, and oh, the shotgun damage was huge. And
yeah, dual wield shotgun not used as much as LG, but it is very lethal.
You're getting close, but there's a lot of damage. And this nail gun damage right now is ridiculous. And actually, the last little spam nail from Hodge does get that kill. And I don't think he was expecting that. It seemed quite delayed.
Yeah, I think you could actually see the nails coming, but nvidia just sort of dodged a bit into them after the fight ended. But oh, Hodge caught out, not ready for this fight, and yeah,
just wrong weapon choice. He didn't really have much to begin with anyway, but Tri-Bolt, not the weapon you want to be caught without at a close range like that. And we're going to see probably items going back.
Yeah, items from Hodge. He knows when heavy is, so he's going to look for some damage after taunts. But he's gone a bit awkward as he's damaged himself, and he's going to die here before taking Mega.
That was a big blunder there from Hodge.
Yeah. I like the idea, but the execution just wasn't there for Hodge.
That initial self-rocket has just halted all momentum he had there in that situation.
Yeah.
Allowed him
to just push in, able to get this heavy cleanly. Hodge just way too early with only shotgun.
Yeah, you got to be careful in that situation because while Shoddy does a lot of damage, if they've got all the weapons like LG, they can just sort of sit back.
Yeah.
And take
and
that range.
Cut him off for Mega. That looked like what his plan was, but he allowed nvidia to get Mega free, and I think it's just come down to timing errors from Hodge at the moment. He doesn't seem to know exactly when things are up, and it's cost him a lot of frags already.
Yeah, there's going to be another one here for nvidia as well, and that's 5-1 already, and we're not far in this match, only 2 minutes in.
Yeah.
Stopwatch.
nvidia's sort of securing a good level of control right now, and Hodge, he's got this high ground here.
I like Hodge, able to drop, but the LG's enough to knock him off the Mega, and yeah, bit too aggressive to drop there from Hodge, and it should be another kill for nvidia. But bit of a... Hodge gets a fair bit of damage.
That's a good amount of damage from Hodge, and potentially now, actually, with that spawn as well, he's going in for the spawn from the LG, and Hodge is not even turning around, and I think if Hodge turned around quicker and just started spamming that nail, he would have got that kill.
Yeah.
It was low. It only would have taken about 2 or 3 more nails.
And I mean, I think Hodge just has to slow this map down. He's being so aggressive, attacking on items that really aren't his, and I mean, he's trying to get Mega here, but he has no right to get it. And nvidia just extending his lead.
And again, Hodge has done good damage. I think he's going to want to try and get this refrag here, but he's got to be careful because nvidia's been hitting some good damage and has stacked up quickly.
But there should be Hodge's heavy hit. But he's gone too aggressive. He's gone for the kill and he's lost heavy. And Hodge, he's just not really playing the same style we saw last map. He's suddenly gone much more aggressive and attacking here now.
So I'd like to see the Hodge we got from last night. You know, the real defensive, just get rockets out, make some nice traps. And there we go. That's a good rocket to start with. LG out.
And yeah, I think Nvidia's just sort of forced Hodge to play in his style, and it's worked out a lot better for Nvidia as he's happy to take these fights. But there was so much of a delay at that Mega that it should be Hodge's if he notices it.
Oh please, Hodge, just look down, buddy.
Oh, no,
He's
Hodge.
missed it. No, Hodge, you didn't even look for it. That fight took so long that both items pretty much came back up, and fortunately, Nvidia was able to go straight through. Now, Nvidia didn't have any armor, dude, because Hodge did a lot of damage in that fight, so he's got no armor in this tank here.
And Hodge is also going to have no idea of item timing now, as he wasn't there for either.
No, I think he was just checking for Mega then, but still going to be a long way off. And
yeah, it should be another frag for Nvidia, as he's just able to chase Hodge down.
Yeah.
But there is a big gap between the items. So the items are at the same time now. Hodge just needs to look and pick up Mega, which he does this time.
But can he make anything from it? That's the question now. He's got the stack. He's going for weapons now as well. And Nvidia doesn't realize, right? Nvidia's sort of hanging around here, wasting a bit of time. And what a fantastic rocket. There we go. That's the first thing that Hodge needs. Now, jump up. I like this. Good damage.
Oh, and Nvidia almost steps in the flame strike again. He's got a bit more stack than Hodge, but he's got the wrong weapon. But he manages to get the kill anyway.
That was a good machine gun.
Yeah.
Hodge didn't quite get enough damage yet. Hodge, that rocket jump, he just didn't really get enough off it. He got the flame strike off, but he didn't get any more damage from that.
But he didn't get to stick up in that area as well. I think he wanted to
once he got knocked
there.
down, it made it hard.
Yeah. And Hodge just doesn't seem aware that Nvidia already took heavy. And I mean, yeah, it's just played this map too quick. He can't stand here, he can't fight for this item, he only has 100 HP. If by some miracle, yeah, and he's just trying to take the item for some miracle, and it won't be as Nvidia gets another frag.
And I think Hodgie has, this one might be a GG here. Almost burning to death there.
And I think what Nvidia's done really well is, after each fight, even though he's low, he's been doing well to restack. Hodge able to get the kill there, but not much HP. He's got to be really careful to fight here. And amazing machine gun from Nvidia, and you should even get the kill here.
So Nvidia's actually been hitting some really good HMG so far in this game, and
yeah,
Hodge needs to just look at that, like just a small little peek, and it's not much stack each time. Why don't there be 20-30 stack each time? But that builds up, right? If he does that 3 or 4 times before in the next fight, there goes 150 stack almost, right? And I think that's one thing that's really been helping Nvidia out, is just getting that little bit of extra damage in all these fights. Where Hodge is sort of going in for these big blaze, gets the flame strike out, goes for these rockets, and a little trap there.
I don't know how Hodge just didn't hear that, but he just seemed unaware of where Nvidia was and just dies.
Nvidia's burning, and nail push in here. Nvidia's happy just to back off, and secure this other major item.
I mean, with 13
and at
frag,
this point, he knows this one. There's pretty much nothing that Hodge can do to bring this one back.
Hodge has just got to calm down and think about the next map.
Alright, who's next?
Good weapon choice there from Nvidia. And just Quake, I think the biggest thing right now for Hodge, if you hold tab quickly, look at this item control that Nvidia's had. 10 heavies to 2 and 12 megas to 2. Hodge just
and small bombers haven't even gone Hodge's ways, as it's 10 to 8 for Nvidia.
Exactly, yeah. Nvidia has just been eating everything on this map. And this is one of those maps where you can do that because of the way the rotation through the map and how the items set up. And the thing is, Hodge, every fight, he's getting enough damage off that Nvidia's having to go restack. So every fight, he takes all these other lights, he takes everything off the map, and then he'll get the next major item. And it means that, what a rocket, Hodge jumping straight into it, and then swaps the machine gun immediately. I really like that. Doesn't try and spam off another rocket, very unlikely to hit. Just tries to get that little bit of extra chip damage. And great prediction here in Hodge push in.
Yeah, Nvidia's just getting more frags, increasing his lead even more.
So Hodge is actually doing a lot of nail gun damage here. And Hodge doing the fake out, not going through the TP. Gets the kill with nail. It almost required all of his nails, but a frag is a frag. And this will be another one for him. We might not think like much, but you know, this could be a bit of a, if you're a player who's, you know,
1 minute
playing off confidence, right? And I feel like Hodge is a Bill Hayer like that, where, you know, when things are going his way, he can sort of make things roll. It can be good at the end of a match. Even if it's smashing like this, it can be really good at the end. Just to sort of start rolling a few frags over, just getting it going your way a little bit. Try and just try and, like, you know, break that sort of mindset of just, you know, because yeah, this, as we've seen, has not gone Hodge's way like at all.
Great rocket.
And then yeah, nvidia says no to all of that and destroys Hodge mid-air with that rocket. And out come the GGs. 18-4, very, very strong showing there. nvidia proving us wrong with about the railgun. Does not need it at all to perform.
Yeah. And we've seen, honestly, these three maps, we've seen quite different styles of play each time. So it'll be interesting to see. We've actually got Ruins next, a very large map where rail's really important, less trappy. So definitely saying nvidia's favor, but it was Hodge's map pick. Let's see how it goes.
nvidia gets Galena for Ruins, who's been such a large map. There are plenty of little hidey holes for totems. And Hodge is bringing out the Strog. Here's Hodge, has forgotten what the next map pick was. nvidia does take it now to a match and series point. nvidia takes this map. It just picks up some confusion here. All good, and I think players are now ready to it'll be interesting to see whether or not we're going to see a repeat of Vale, where Hodge is the one who was able to take, you know, pretty much full control of the map, really, and dictate, you know, where fights were happening, take these advantageous positions, and force nvidia to these lower positions where he doesn't want to be fighting in. This is a map where, as you said before, you know, rail is such a strong weapon. You can control the upper portions of the map so well with that weapon.
Yeah.
Preventing any armor pickups, and just getting a good view of where your opponent's trying to go. Plus, also being a very central location, you can pretty much hear your opponent in most sort of sections of the map.
Yeah, it's definitely different to the maps we've seen so far. nvidia's great railgun, as we've seen on maps where it's definitely not the best weapon, so will be interesting to see how Hodge deals with that. Maybe we'll see some more tri-bolt, machine gun, or even just trying to rush him close range.
Well, I was going to say, I would like to see Hodge not play these, you know, massively long range battles. When you get into when you're playing an opponent, you know, who is really strong with something like this, you don't want to play to their strength. You know, find out what they like. So he's like, no, you know, play these close angles, get the LG duels going, get rockets to some advantage. Anyway, let's see what nvidia can do. And we
there you go, straight for LG and rail off start.
Yeah, isn't too surprising.
Delay on heavy will be interesting, as Hodge looks like he'll have no idea. But nvidia's actually let Hodge get his weapons, and Hodge has let nvidia get rockets. So it's sort of a
Hodge brings an
Trade
early
in.
peeker as well, and
The Beaker's done a fair bit of damage. Unfortunately,
rocket,
Hodge
yeah.
isn't able to explode on Nvidia. See,
Hodge is just
Rocket
rocket
jumping
jumping
Hodge
straight
rail.
up. Yeah, he doesn't care. Rail's traded. Hodge does get the Mega, and
and it looks like Nvidia going for the damage and the kill, even though he hasn't picked up heavy yet. Both.
this
And
is hard to see because Hodge. This is where a situation where Nvidia using that railgun a little bit too much, missed that one rail. That should have been Hodge's chance. He should have just gone for it, pushed straight in with rockets out, and that would have been his frag.
That was a great read by Nvidia, knowing he need that. Oh, great rail. And Hodge is just in trouble. Yeah, great read of knowing where Hodge was, what he needed, and he hits that second rail. And yeah,
Another one too, yeah.
first frag. But Nvidia, you know, I think he knows Mega's first, but he's not in a great position to actually fight for it. Nice spam rocket though.
Comes Beaker and does get a little bit of damage, not too much.
Yeah.
Interesting enough here, Nvidia hasn't gone down towards the heavy and left it up for Hodge,
Yeah.
who has taken it. Nvidia does
And,
have two totems up, however, at this TPX, so I really hope Hodge clears this before going through it. Otherwise, that's a lot of damage. And
Nvidia, I think he's mistimed the items. Mega's next up. He's nowhere to see it. Hodge is in a very dangerous situation as he drops into 2 totems.
he actually
But luckily-
lands on them. And now Hodge has mixed up the item type, so Mega's still just sitting up. Heavy is about to spawn.
Stopwatch.
Both items are now there. Nvidia taking away Heavy. Hodge rotating back around, taking Mega, and we do see again, this, as we said before. Alright, Hodge is holding this high ground. Nvidia, he's just
Great rail.
seems at the moment happy to sit down bottom.
And yeah, Nvidia going up the pad. Of course, he's going to take a rail there. Railable, and he's just forced to run. Great peeker. And oh, nice defensive rail from Nvidia. It's going to keep him alive. Hodge picking up that small armor, but Nvidia, he's just in trouble here. And Hodge, I don't think he realizes exactly how low he is. And yeah, Nvidia looks a bit lost. He's just spamming randomly, looking for where Hodge is. And he's going to lose full control here completely.
You know, I think he really understands where Hodge is going, and I feel like almost like freaking out a little bit here, just having no set direction of where Nvidia wants to go. Just kind of running around the map sort of a bit aimlessly, only finally getting to 100 health. Still no armor.
Yeah.
Finally getting that upper shard.
But he doesn't. Hodge actually might lose out on heavy here. Nvidia spotted it, but he isn't able to get him. Great rocket from Hodge. But will Nvidia be able to get to Mega? He spots it, he sees it, and it's his. But Hodge coming in anyway. Bit of a messy fight. A lot more damage from Nvidia than Hodge there, and he picks up the armor as well. And suddenly, situation's completely turned around. Hodge in a much rougher position. Great rail from both players, but that's going to help Nvidia a lot more as Hodge is just forced to back off heavy. That was a rail that Hodge couldn't afford to take.
Another nice clean shot from Nvidia there. Getting the frag on Hodge before he can jump down to the LG. Trying to push it now. He comes
here.
out.
Another great shot by Nvidia.
Finally at an end.
And yeah, Hodge is...
This could actually work, because yeah, Nvidia is really low and just gotta push it in again. Not really with the right weapon choice there, and
Yeah,
it will give Hodge a chance.
he's got to lose out on Mega though, and he's taken a lot of nail gun. And he's got to run. He's not turning around at all. And yeah, just seemingly not ready for the attack at all.
Yeah, I'd like to have seen Hodge do a quick spin around there and just spam some shots, just put some pressure on, just so that Nvidia hasn't got the ability to chase for free. And triple
They say he's
totems are up now.
got-
Hodge,
Look, yeah.
yeah, fight
Even
with
though
nails.
Nvidia had the wrong weapon and shot a rail, Hodge just didn't have the stack or really the weaponry to fight that.
So Hodge is trying to fight a lot of these fights before he's ready to go in, and
Yeah.
Nvidia's hitting such good damage in all these fights.
All our enemies.
And if Hodge keeps letting this happen, I don't know how he's going to turn this game around.
And
Chasing.
we've actually got triple totems up for Nvidia.
He's gonna
And Hodge just lands on 2 totems. He's coming in with shotgun. But he's not... He shouldn't be able to win this fight, but he
That was
almost
a
does.
very messy fight there, and
All creatures.
at first I'm like, oh yeah, Nvidia will take this frag, not a problem, but slowly as Hodge just whittles down with the shoddy, getting
Yeah.
closer and closer. Nvidia does clean it up with about 30 health to spare.
Mega goes to Nvidia. Hodge doesn't really have much weaponry here, but there's not much time to heavy. If he's able to get down there, it should be his. But looks like he's unaware of timing, just taking rockets.
Now we're sort of seeing Nvidia back into that same cycle of what we were in on CK, of just sort of run around,
Yeah.
go through these items, and just not missing a rail.
Suffering.
Amazing rails out of Nvidia so far. And yeah, just dominating this map. The map was very close for quite a while. Shotgun rail coming out. Hodge so low, and good
Loading
weapons
from
for
Haymo, I
defending.
think.
Purging from this
Maybe a little bit too
world.
much. Shotgun would have been the correct choice there. Even had shotgun.
But yeah.
Hey, if it works, it works. So
And yeah, Nvidia just looking strong now for this map as Hodge just trying to make something work. But another great rail for Nvidia to finish.
Stopwatch.
Sustained.
And yeah, just Hodge trying to make anything happen, but with the way Nvidia's been hitting, there's not really much a rush off spawn's gonna do.
yeah, it's so hard for Hodge in this sort of situation. When your opponent's hitting hard, it's like crushing to play against, because no matter what you do, it feels like you're doing everything wrong. Because every time you peek, you take a rail, or every fight, it's like they're almost taking another rail there just for like jumping straight through. Does secure Mega by doing it. Nvidia will take heavy, but Nvidia still hasn't stacked up here. Not on great health. That rail's good. And one more will do it, and he will hit it. There we go. There is life still left in Hodge. This arm won't be up for a little while still.
Yeah, Mega's about to spawn. He doesn't have much to restack on. He's gone to the wrong item here. And yeah, it's a bit of an issue for
kind of
Hodge.
close to being on Stinky, but I think Nvidia has found Hodge here, and probably knows the
And
time a
Hodge
bit better.
just rail out. And
Nice
not the
to
right
be
weapon choice. And great rail from hits another,
Not
and
have entered
just
this
dominating shots from Nvidia. And the
And the-
GG's called.
And
Yeah.
that rail was just dominating on that map. It was so hard for Hodge to break in anywhere, because every time he peeked, rail. And not only that, it's the shots where you get that little bit of LG, you swap to rail as you're leaving, right, and get that kill. It's so hard to play against, because it just makes it feel like, because I think Nvidia there wasn't hitting it wasn't like 60% rail or anything. It was only like 45% or something, which is a lot, right? I'm not saying it's not good rail. That's fantastic rail.